Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of FTL, for the lose. Last time we continued to power up this ship more and more, and the closer we get to the Federation of the core, the more this looks like this ship is going to get stronger and stronger, with Mach-On and Dangler around. Now, I remember I had put up a name on my bed, but to be quite honest, I don't quite remember what it was anymore, and quite honestly, those names are not important anyway, so what is important is that the last one, we get to the Federation core. But what we need to upgrade now? Well, to be quite honest, 4 shields is the biggest thing in my priorities right now. Other than that, we don't really need much, and we really can't get much more. 6 engines might be nice, but other than that, I don't think. We'll just have to play it by ear from there and see what we need to find. Okay, so we can go down and around, or we can go up and over. I think it doesn't really matter. The store is an essential place anyway, so I think I'm gonna go down and around so we get around this store and hopefully get lots of nice things before we get there. Oh, I want to save the Federation as much as I can. But this could be very bad for my crew, and I don't really want to lose people at this point. Just do it anyways. Sadly, there wasn't anyone here, but they had left lots of scrap here. Wow. And unfortunately, we dead end right into 2 stores. Exactly what I did not want, game. Let's just go here so I have better positioning to get stuff. a third reloader? Huh? 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 What do you say? What do you say about that? I think so. I mean, literally the only other thing we could put in here anyway is a pre-igniter. So I think I'll just take weapon preloader, automated reloader, and then repair our ship up to 2/3, more or less, and then continue about destroying things faster and faster. Let's go up here so that we get as many beacons as possible before hitting the exits. Can I actually fight something now? We find a Scion. Let's do this. They have way more missiles than I am comfortable with seeing. But they only have 1 ion, so I am not concerned. We're just gonna throw that. Defense shown up already. Preemptive, and wow, I actually charged up my lasers before I was able to get. They were able to fire their missiles off. Let's fire directly into their weapons, like so. Unfortunately, we did not manage to get our shield off, but their missiles are pretty spaced far enough that we didn't need to hit them. Let's put another laser. Fire another set of lasers right into their weapons, like so. And now they are completely harmless. And then we unleash another flurry attack. This time into their shieldry. And destroy them. Can't say in the middle of bite-sized bits, because they're not really bits with a robot, but that wasn't much scrap, but yeah, they'll have to. Hey, well, I shouldn't complain. I took no damage from a drone with rapid-firing missiles. And I can say that's about the best I can hope for. Let's go here. I could have gone to the other beacon, but on the left, I'm sure. No kidding, advanced. It has 4 shields. Yeah, this is. But I don't care. Let's just see what it has to have to offer. They have 1 laser, ion blast. Let's just throw the drone up, and then prepare to fire. That was exactly the 2 weapons I just 2 weapons I hoped they wouldn't hit. But the missiles don't matter anyway, so let's fire another one. This time into the shields. I really should fire the heavy layers later, but that doesn't really matter anyways. because we get to do it again. And you fire again, and this time they can't possibly miss, so they die. And we get tons of scrap, and unfortunately find nothing else, but hey. When you're destroying ships like these with no damage, you finally can complain. Let's go here. See what else we can find. This time we'll find an Oculus with cloaking. Yay, cloak. Round 2 is a little more concerning. So we'll take one out of the RTV and then just have this ready to go. Luckily we have enough evade that all that they just did was completely worthless. And now we're going to unload on them, like so. I don't know what it hit here, but something hit here. Probably hit the missile. Fire another one. Fire this in the engine so that they don't go away. And you fire these into the missile. Piloting and you die. Getting more money. Getting closer and closer to having 180 scrap. You need to have 4 shields. You need 70 on top of that to actually power them, but what do you do? Power back. Let's see. Purification fleet's getting closer and closer, and this is their sector, so they should have. I don't know why they couldn't catch us in the first place. Let's go to this distress beacon. Because Kimmel might need help. Let's go help them. Federation need assistance to a place. They're in the metal sector. I'm finding they're kind of dumb for being here in the first place, but we'll help them anyways. Let's go there. It's over here. Well, let's see. Well, we can rush there, but how long will it take this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Well, these. This is the fastest we can go, so we'll go this way, down, in the back. Or here and then back. I don't want to skip beacon, so I think we'll just go here, down that way, and then back. Let's do it. And we have incoming an X-Wing, and they're trying to report our decision to Rebel High Command. And we won't want that if at all possible, because that means we can only help their. Unfortunately, we get an attack drone in the cockpit, which is never fun. We'll get Ruin over there shortly so that we can have him ready to go in case we need to get our rock out there, which is quite likely. And unfortunately, we missed nearly every shot we could have there. Okay, that's enough there, Yorn. You can get to the med bay. We'll have Ruin. I said have Ruin fix that. Now, unfortunately, the NGs have to take care of. So we need to get Zinzin out of there before he suffocates to death. The NG can deal with that. Take the power out of there so we can have med bay power. And I should really start focusing on firing this ship so that they don't have. So they aren't half as dangerous as they are. 2 shots in the lasers. Put 1 in the air. Now they're not going anywhere. You 2 can get out of there because it's not really worth holding the door system. We need to wait until all our lasers to get in before we can hope to stop them. And they no longer are a threat. That was a little bit more hectic than I'd like, but hey. Let me see here now. It's a lot harder to do the multitasking now of this later section of the game when you're also trying to commentate. But I guess that's the price of pay now, isn't it? Hey, Zin and Ruin, go deal with that drone right now. We need it out of there before the engines can go repair the thing, so... There you go. Now get out of there before you suffocate. And now we'll get my fun and get Dangle to repair the hull breach real quickly. A little faster. Okay, that's fast enough. You can get out. You two in. So we can heal you up real nicely. Now, defense, you know, the negative thing. That was actually good shit for trying to stall us long enough so that they can get away, but they weren't able to do it, luckily, and they still managed to not damage us. They still managed not to take damage from them, so that's all. It's always great. Now, 4 shields and 1 other power, sure. Don't use the extra power, and now we can take off 1 engine to do that. Or have the 4 engines. I don't need 5 engines. I don't need the 5 engines. I don't have 5 engines in the country. So we're gonna go like this head and go here. And find more civilians being attacked by more pirates, even though this is a rebel sector, not a pirate sector. And one time we're gonna be a hero to some NG. We have drones and a glaive beam. Glaive beam's kind of scary, but I'm not all that scared, to be honest. If it does damage, it does damage. So with this much evade, we're gonna have problems anyways. What we can do is get the shields up. And now, we can open fire under and immediately take off the glaive beam so that they're no longer even the remotest threat to us. We can now do that. And then we can open up with more lasers and severely cripple their ship. And if that wasn't enough, we had a Nardi beam do some more work. And before you know it, we can fire it again, and soon the sitting ducks are dead. See ya! Zoltan. I need to name the energy bombers and energy fighters something. I think I named them Justicar and Inquisitor, but I always forget their names. That wasn't that much worth, but it's worth enough to have 4 shields. Okay, what's left? No, I got the final power, and put it there right now. Not that great, but hey. We're gonna go here now, see what we can find here. Asteroid field. Not so much of a threat now because they have 4 shields, but hey. They have Ion 2 and suppressive drones and rapid firing lasers. Actually a pretty good setup for being in an asteroid field. Unfortunately for them, we also have rapid fire lasers too. Fortunately, they have a lot of shields, so this could be quite the shootout for a bit. Hope you don't mind. Although it won't be much of a shootout for much longer, because they are taking heavy damage, and they are about to eat another salvo, which they can't dodge. See ya, chums! Hit you in your weak spot, the joining point. I think we'll have just enough time to escort those Federation over here and see what they need to give us. See what they're going to give us. And what they give us is hefty amount of materials. Thank you guys. Your assistance is always needed, especially now. I forgot to sell the ion blast. Quite honestly, does it look like I've needed it so far? What's left? I mean, there's 6 engines, yes, and which is always nice because you can't have cloak, but now what? We're reaching the point now where we're going to start putting upgrades in weird places just to give them more health. We'll put them in sensors and piloting for now, and oxygen just because. I mean, we can add onto engine, but theirs are kind of expensive, and I know I know we can always have more engines when needed, but still, I'd rather have the shields powered over the engines if I can. But now we have more health in the weapon. We can't get insta kill in the health and sensors anymore, so that's always nice. And for all that, we can still make it to the exit. Nice. What do we find? A transport ship. Stop that Y-wing. We're boarding in the shields. We're going to attack them with Mantis. And then we're going to shut down them in the missiles because we don't want to be hit by missiles, but they managed to fire them off anyway, so let's get that drone up. I prevent them from doing so anyways. What's that? Your missile just fired? Well, we're going to be firing the second salvo now. See ya! You two are hurt, get to the med bay. You no longer need the defense drone anyway, so let's get your fuel up. And then we can fire again. See ya! And they give us another beam drone. If I had... Look at this. This is silly how many drops I'm getting. Usually I don't get this many drops. I feel like I'm playing on easy mode or something. This would be fun to play with, don't get me wrong. With this many lasers, it's actually... with an Ion Blast set up, it actually is kind of feasible to do. But I need this defense drone. I can't not have one. I don't have any other defenses against missiles other than just shooting them out of the sky, shooting them with missiles. What? Ugh! Shooting the weapons bay immediately, shutting them down before they could ever strike. Preemptive strike, if you will. Now what? I guess we can throw some stuff on the drone bay. No. Going on the drone bay. The med bay doesn't need it. Not really essential. So, what's next? Uncharted Nebula, or city sector. Well, I'm not all that fond of the Uncharted Nebula, but you've seen a city sector before, and I want to play one. Let's do something interesting. Let's go to the Uncharted Nebula, where I hopefully will not get my face rolled. But yeah, Uncharted Nebula are not that good, honestly. But neither are city sectors, so hey. Well, that's Sector 7, and I think you can already tell this ship is quite powerful. It just flew through that sector as if it wasn't there. And now I have more shields and more of just about everything. This is pretty much the final setup, and unless something terrible goes on, it's gonna be great. But I feel like I've said that before, so I'm not gonna say it anymore. I think I've taken no damage in the entire sector should be enough to tell you something. So until next time, my name is Atalato. I am signing off. See ya!